Park in this all-important final of the McCallan Constructions Reed Place Triangle Cricket League's T10 Blast 2022 edition. The toss just has been done. We are unable to say who decided to do what, who won the toss yet. Waiting for news from out the center. The 11 Warriors, the captain of 11 Warriors, Ryan Wiggins, has won the toss and has elected to bowl first, if I heard that right. We'll get news on the playing 11 from both the teams in just a few minutes. And a reminder that this is the final of this beautiful competition, which has seen everything: rain-affected games, super over, games won in the last ball, one-sided affairs and whatnot. All that matters is who wins today, who's going to hold the cup at the end of this evening's game. They will also win a cash prize of $3,000. The runners will get a cash prize of $2,000. This is the first of its kind in TCL's history. The second edition, though, we did this last year, and this is the second edition. On the commentary box today, joining me is the young sensation Tanish Dongre. He's been a sensation with the bat, with the ball, and recently with the microphone as well. Welcome, Tanish.
Yeah, hey guys, I could not be more excited to be here on this lovely evening at Church Street Park as we head into the finals of the T10 Blast between 11 Warriors and the Assassins. I'd say neither one is a team that I'd be expecting in the finals, but both have caused serious upsets and they've played very good cricket to get where they are. Looks like the 11 Warriors have won the toss and chosen to bowl. In the first week we saw very batting friendly conditions on this Church Street pitch, but it's been bowling friendly this last week. Pitch acting a bit slow and favoring the chasing team.
There is more exciting news coming from out there tonight. For the first time in TCL's history, we do have a third umpire. We do have certain decisions. It's not going to be like a foolproof 100% third umpire that you see in international cricket, but we are going to use third umpires for runouts and stumpings. We do have cameras set up on the side to be able to, for the umpires to be able to see and make those close calls accurately. How interesting is that? That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's truly brilliant. You know, TCL has put a lot of effort into making this league, into making this tournament possible, and just to add that extra third umpire effect into the finals, I think it's going to make it ever more exciting.
Absolutely. Sometimes close run-out calls of critical players can change the total outcome of the game. There was one yesterday that people were talking about for a long time. It can happen. So the third umpire, absolutely brilliant. And what do you think about the decision, Tanish? The 11 Warriors winning and making an option of, choosing the option of chasing in an all-important final. People generally say runs on the board, no pressure in the second innings. What do you think?
You know, I think Captain Ryan Wiggins, he's just backing his strength there. You know, the 11 Warriors are a fantastic chasing team, as we saw yesterday, and they're just backing their strengths. They're backing the nature of the Church Street pitch. You know, it's been playing a bit slow for the past week, and I think the 11 Warriors have made the right choice here.
And what do you think the Assassins would have wanted to do? They've chased in many games as well, including last night, and they have chased. They've taken most of the games to the wire. They won at least 2 games off the very last delivery. So what do you think about what's going on in the minds of the Assassins?
Yeah, you know, obviously I think they wanted to chase. You know, they're a very strong chasing team as well. A couple of close games they've won with some ice-cold knocks from some of their batters. But I don't think they would be too unhappy with the task they've been set for to do. And as long as they get some runs on the board, I think any result is possible here.
We're still waiting for news of the playing 11 and the super sub. But I can tell you that for the first time, the 11 Warriors have their entire squad at the dugout. I went there, I saw everybody, the entire 14 members are at the dugout, which means they have all the right choices to make. I mean, they have the choices to make. Whether they're right or wrong will be known at the end of the game and based on the results. But they do have So Adi is available. He missed out on a couple of games. He came in yesterday, picked up a couple of wickets. He didn't start that well, but he picked up a couple of important wickets. He got the wicket of Sohail, and at a crucial time. So his addition, Shravan Sulikeri, is available for this game. He didn't play more than one game, if I remember correctly. How is that going to impact the 11 Warriors? Positively, negatively, too much confusion, or great strengths?
I think especially bench strength, as we've seen, we've seen countless times in all cricketing forums, bench strength is the key for teams to succeed, and I think 11 Warriors have a fantastic bench. I think all 14 are exceptional players, and it's a good sight to see that all 14 are here and ready to play.
And how about the Assassins? Who are the key players? I think Naresh and Aniket Walimbe up top, in the batting order, the key members?
Yeah, definitely that opening combination, Naresh and Aniket, both fantastic players, both having successful TCL seasons, PL T20.
Yeah, and let's not forget the bowling from Bhaskar Pedineni. He's been consistent with his wicket taking. If I remember correctly, he's the leading wicket taker in the league stages. He also picked up Vikram Ravikumar's wicket yesterday. Yes, he went for a reverse sweep, but he had planned it. He had kept his fielder, and it paid off. So Bhaskar Pedineni's effect with his spinners.
Sorry, could you repeat that question?
Bhaskar Pedineni, the spinner from Assassins, who's the leading wicket taker. Any words about him?
Yeah, I know he's a very key player for the Assassins. As crucial as a batsman are, the bowler's even more important. A good 2-over spell could close out an entire batting innings. And just speaking on that fact, I think one thing I love about the Assassins is that they're not built around one single player. It's a complete team effort. Both the batting and the bowling has to put in the work. And as a team effort, they've come to the finals, and that's a very exciting sight to see.
Absolutely. And from 11 Warriors bowling standpoint, I don't know if they are very well settled with their combinations, at least with the opening overs. In power play, we saw different options being tried out in various games. In a couple of games, it was Mohammad Aziz who opened the bowling, and in one of the first games, if I remember, Govind Soundararajan had opened the bowling. Yesterday, again in the semi-final, the first playoff, Mohammad Aziz did not open the bowling, and Govind did. And neither of them really got it right from the word go. They were struggling. Some more spinners being added this evening, availability-wise. Even Shravan is available. Do you think they wouldn't be worried about it?
No, I think they have a deep bowling lineup. I think either whoever Ryan Wiggins wants to go to, I think once back they'll be, once given the responsibility, once trusted, I think they'll get the job done. Govind, he's had a fantastic PL season, becoming one of the top wicket takers in the PL. So I think whoever Ryan backs here is going to be successful.
Absolutely, and as important as the players are, the umpires also make an integral portion of this game. And the umpires for this evening, we have Bhaskar and Govind out in the center, and the all-experienced Suresh Kasula, the third umpire. So he's going to use his lens and make some decisions, is what I'm told. It is very exciting here. The players are out there in the center. The men in green have taken the field in green, and the men in blue just started walking in.
Yeah, just speaking about the men in green there, one thing I've really liked about them throughout this tournament, they've backed their youth. Abhiram Yerova, Namish Guram, Veer Sachin and Sarsh, and they've really backed their youth, and they've given them the responsibility, and that's what I really enjoy, that you can give the youth the opportunity and still be successful, still show up in the finals.
Absolutely, and all of those boys have delivered their respective roles very successfully, and the end result is what you have in front of you. They are in the finals, and this plan started right before the auctions. They only picked 14 people. They went hard at a couple of youth players just to make sure that they have them secured in their plans, and given them opportunities. I don't remember a single game where they played with less than 3 of the under 15 players in this T10 adult league. You usually associate T10 with power hitting, but there are certain roles that certain key players can do. As long as they understand what they're supposed to do and execute it, the result is up there for everybody to see. Isn't that the case?
Yeah, definitely, I agree with that. You know, one thing I'd love to see again is Namish Guram on the field. It looks like it's going to be Govind to start the over. You were talking about the opening combination Ryan will go with, and he looks like he's trusted one of his main bowlers, Govind.
Yeah, no surprises with the Assassins opening combination. It is Aniket Walimbe. He's been marvelous in this tournament, and he has paired Naresh Rami Reddy, and slightly short of length at first delivery. Just puts it to deep square leg, where the throw comes in, and the batsman was good enough to come back for a second. It was not right on top of the stumps. It is Abhiram Yerwa, who's got a very strong arm at deep square leg. So, do you think he's bowling according to his plan into the batsman's body?
No, I think that one just a tad short, just a tad down the leg side. Aniket Walimbe, not afraid to put it away. You know, that's a good piece of work from the fielding team. You know, square leg getting a hand to it. Abhiram Yerva coming in with the fantastic throw, almost causing a run out. And you think Church Street Park's such a big ground, but Abhiram Yerva, just 15 years of age, able to get in a fiery throw all the way from the deep.
And he's their first choice fielder in the outfield in almost every game. Here comes Govind. A little bit of an in swing there. 2 full in length. A much better start than what he had yesterday. He started with a couple of wides down the leg side yesterday. One was a full toss over the waist down the leg side. The second one was drifting down the leg side. But that's not the case today. He's at least got his angles more or less accurate in the first 2 deliveries that we've seen so far.
Yeah, going to be called a wide here, Govind. Just as you were talking about the start he had yesterday, here he comes back. Just a first wide. I don't think you could call it a bad start just yet. Just 3 off 2 balls so far.
Yeah, I think the only thing I've been very successful as a commentator has been to induce that curse. Every time we say something, the opposite happens. So I don't want to say anything for this next upcoming delivery. Third delivery again, going down the leg side. The curse seems to be extending right now for Govind Soundarajan. He's getting a lot of swing, but he's just not getting the angles right. Maybe he has to start a little wider, use the crease, and let the ball swing from outside off onto the off and middle stumps.
Yeah, definitely. Nice to see he's getting a lot of swing. If he can control that, maybe get an early wicket here or there, put 11 Warriors in a strong position as he comes in for his 3rd ball.
Oh, just like that. It swung from almost off stump to middle and leg. Smeet Pandit, the fielder,
yeah, good
comes
work
in with the return.
Good work from Smeet Pandit there. You know, another young talent. We've seen he's had a very good T20 season for the Hit and Run Cricket Club. And if he gets a chance to bat here, I don't think he will. I think he'll be very successful for the 11 Warriors.
Oh, that's a good one. That cut off the pitch into the right-hander. Smeet Pandit is in business once again. A single taken. So no big shots attempted so far. It's only 18 deliveries in the power play. 4 of them done. Couple of wides, yes, but no risk taken until now. Is it? There's no time. That's too early in a T10, isn't it, to start try and take the attack against the bowler.
Yeah, but I think this opening combination definitely knows its value. You know, you don't want to go for a big shot too early. You don't want to get out too early.
Oh, this is brilliant bowling now from Govind. After those 2 wides, he's come back pretty strongly. His ball into the surface and has made sure that no boundaries have been conceded so far. And again, I've said that now. What's going to be the 6th ball? Is it going to be a boundary just because I said that? The skipper Naresh on strike for the last delivery of over number 1. And yes, it is. I called it and it happened. It is the first boundary for the Assassins. Just pitching a tad short. The ball still coming into the batsman with the angle off the surface. Naresh Ramiredi is good enough to put that away.
Yeah, Govind getting it right for a couple balls there, but just getting it a tad bit short. Naresh Ramiredi not afraid to put it away. This time over square leg. No chance for a stop. It's gone all the way for a boundary.
Here's the squad for the Assassins. Tanish, why don't you walk us through this?
For the Assassins, we have Naresh Ramiredi and Aniket Walimbe. Fantastic duo at the top. Sai Anoop, Bhushan Vinage, Swapnil Gupta. Fantastic middle order as well. Saikir Nadella, Vinay Paul, O'Neill Davey can hit a big one. And Vikram Reddy, Vijay Dasari, and Shubham Singh at the back end.
I do believe that they've put in a strong 11 at the center. Each of them have contributed in their own ways right through this tournament. And remember that the Assassins are the only team in the competition who have never lost a game. Now again, I don't mean to curse them. Hopefully they don't blame me if something goes wrong.
Yeah, a lot of big words so far from you, Mr. Shwetan. You know, a lot of curses being picked. Here's the 11 Warrior squad.
Yeah, we'll get back to that in a minute. Adi Gupta is the choice of bowler from the commentary box end. It's the same combination that they started with yesterday.
And slip in place. Worked very well last time. Just a big full toss from Adi. Might be a no ball. Good stop down at cow corner by Shravan Sulikari. Not an ideal start for Adi Gupta, but very talented bowler. Love to see how he'd come back.
I'm not too sure if I'm seeing a live game or I'm watching a replay of yesterday's game. Adi started the exact same way to Jaskaran and his other opening partner yesterday, Suhail Warish, with a full toss. And that one went into the fence. This one did not. So he'll want to make a comeback and correct his line and length pretty quickly. Slightly short there. Safely fielded by the man at Daku point. JP just runs around and returns that one back to the keeper.
Yeah, just as I was saying before, slip in place for Adi Gupta. Definitely worked yesterday against Suhail Warish. Will it work again for Adi Gupta?
Yeah, let's talk about the due factor. I did believe yesterday that the team batting first in the 5:30 starter, the Bravehearts, struggled with the bat. You know, the ball was stopping on the surface quite evidently. Somebody like Jaskaran Malhotra also had to change some shots that he initially decided to play on some of the deliveries. So, and then when the second team batted, the 11 Warriors, the ball started coming much better on through to the bat, courtesy of some dew settling on the surface of the pitch. Is that going to be a factor this evening? This is a little bit of a later start, 6:30. Do you think conditions are going to be almost the same for both the teams?
You know, I think it's already influenced this game. I think that's definitely the reason Ryan Wiggins chose to bowl first. Seeing the stoppage yesterday during the 5:30 game, I think just an hour later, don't know if it's changed very much, but definitely not in Ryan Wiggins' mind. He's chosen to bowl first.
There's a little bit of a stoppage in play. Some of the cars from the parking lots have their lights turned on and is affecting the batsman. And he has his rights to wait for them to be taken care of. Looks like those cars are being moved out of the side of line. Oh, it's a big shot there. It's gone all the way. It's over here at the mound. A big six there. Naresh Rami Reddy clearly able to sight that one well.
Yeah, what a wonderful shot that is from Naresh Rami Reddy. Down the track to Adi Gupta. Brave stepping down, and he's just clobbered that one over straight back for six.
A brilliant shot, that one, using his feet. Saw the flight, used his feet, got to the pitch of the ball, and deposited that near the side screen. And before we could blink the eyes, the score has moved on to 20. And well-flighted delivery, but this time a little too fuller. Is there a chance of run out? Naresh Ramireddy has been sent back by Aniket Walimbe. I think that's the right choice there. He'd have been struggling. And remember, we do have third umpires if should some run-outs come into investigation.
Yeah, looks like it's Karthikeya Jagadish at mid-off there.
Yeah, a little bit of drift there, but has Naresh Ramireddy hit that well? He hits it straight to cover. Abhiram Yeruwa once again with a bullet arm returns it and keeps it down to one. So slightly wide off him, not very straight, but he does a very good job there.
Yeah, that man again, Abhiram Yeruwa, characterized by his floppy hat. It was a little wide of him, but he puts in a fantastic sprint. And like a bullet, delivers it back. Perfect throw, one bounce into Adi Gupta's hands. Denies Assassins the two. So Adi Gupta comes in for his last ball. Flighted again down the track. Another time, wide of Abhiram Yerova, denies the double again.
Yeah, it's nice to see that Adi Gupta is not deterred by the fact that he was a hit for a big 6 when he flighted the delivery. He continues to flight them. He knows that he has a keeper who can affect stumpings and get those wickets. It's just a question of a miscalculation by the batter. So he's not afraid to throw them up in the air and invite the batsman to come down. But Naresh Ramireddy equal to the task on every occasion. Middled everything, got the runs he wanted. 22 for the loss of 2. I'm sorry, for the loss of no wickets at the end of over number 2. And now we'll take that view of the 11 Warriors. So they're going with Govind Soundararajan, who opened the bowling. Smeet Pandit, a handy off spinner but more of a batsman. Shravan Sulikeri comes into the equation, another all-rounder. He can hit some meaty blows and bowl some good line and length. Jaiprakash Moses was a surprise element with the ball yesterday, bowled extremely well, bowled his 2 overs and picked up some wickets. Aaron Bhuta, we all know about him. Ryan Wiggins, the skipper, and the leading run scorer for the 11 Warriors. Sarsh the wicket-keeper, and has been a constant opener ever since that second game was played. Namish Kuram, the youngster. Aditya Gupta, the leg-spinning all-rounder. Kartikeya Jagdish, another all-rounder. He's been batting at number 3 for this team and has done a fabulous job in the last couple of games. And Mohammad Aziz. That's the 11 for this encounter. I'm sure that somebody like Veera Sachin could probably be the super substitute.
Actually, it looks like it's going to be the youngster Abhiram Yerova, who's a super sub. It's going to Kartikeya Jagadish for his first ball.
Oh yes,
just a tad short, getting that bounce off the wicket.
Yeah, I completely forgot the fact that Abhiram Yerova's name was not there in that list, and he should be their super substitute. He effectively bowled a couple of overs in almost every game. Picked up wickets regularly, so he's definitely going to be the 12th person in this list. Slightly short again, pulled away, but not enough meat on that. Ball does go to Smeet, and there's a ricochet at the bowler's end, but not going far away for the batsman to be able to come back for a third. 2 runs taken there. And this will be the last over of power play. They will try to get to about 35, 40. 35 would be more realistic, I would say. What do you think, Tanish?
Yeah, looking at the position right now, 24 for no loss. 4 balls remaining in the power play. I think 30 to 35 is much more realistic. It's the second spinner we've seen from Captain Ryan Wiggins. This one slog swept. Good diving effort from Smeet Pandit there, but they will come back for 2.
Oh, not the kind of throw that he would have expected, but Smeet Pandit was probably half balanced there when he tried to return that one in. He had to dive across the turf to stop that one from going over the line. A good effort at the end.
Yeah, I don't think he gave 2. I think he saved 2 there. Definitely saved that boundary. Kartikeya Jagadish coming in for his 4th ball. This one tad shorter. Again, Smeet Pandit comes into play.
It almost looks like there are only 3 people on the field: the bowler, the batter, and Smeet Pandit for the last 3-4 deliveries. It also means that Kartikeya Jagdish is bowling a consistent line and length. The batters are just trying to hit them, and they go to the same part of the field. Not trying anything different. Just a couple of deliveries now left in this power play. Coming down the track and hits it over mid-off. Lofted over the infield. No chance for anybody. And the tallest of the tallest couldn't have caught that one. Brilliant use of feet from Naresh to get that boundary.
Yeah, just a touch of air from Kartikeya Jagadish, and Naresh, he's on a roll here, 16 off 6. He's not going to let that one go. Gets it over the big man at mid-off and gets it away for 4.
I'm not sure what's going through the minds of the skipper, Ryan Wiggins, after having won the toss and asked the opposition to bat. They're off to a screamer, 31 now at the end of almost the power play, and that's a very good delivery to end the power play. It is 31, approximately 10 runs per over at the end of power play. I do believe that Assassins have a tad bit of an advantage after not having lost any wickets. But do you think the 11 Warriors would be happy to have given away just 30 in the 3 overs?
No, I don't think 11 Warriors would have been happy with this. 10 and over is not a good sight for any team. Even though it is the power play, even though there are better bowlers to come, I think 31 without loss is a great start for the Assassins.
Yeah, we just spoke about Abhiram a couple of minutes ago, and here we go. He is being introduced into the attack, and that does confirm that he is indeed the super sub. We were waiting for that confirmation, and we have evidence right in front of us. So another leg spinner. So 3 leg spinners so far, and we are just in the 4th over of the innings.
Ryan Wiggins, it's clear that he has a strategy. 3 leg spinners so far. One might wonder if he's going to introduce Namish Gurram from the other end. Absolutely,
and Tanish does know a thing or two about leg spinners, right? They think leg spinners do have an advantage on a day like this, on an evening like this, in a field as big as this. What do you think they should be concentrating on? Do you think they should be bowling a defensive, taking a defensive approach, bowling flat and fast to the stump, or they should be not afraid of flighting?
I think they got to take a page from Kartikeya Jagadish's book. Keep it short, keep it good length, keep it flat, but then just give one with some air, entice the batsman, give some temptation, and that could lead to a wicket.
And what kind of a line are you looking to bowl on a surface like this? Are you looking to bowl on the stumps, or are you looking to predominantly bowl outside the line, pitching in line and turning away or something like that?
I think you got to keep it to the stumps. Cut shot is much easier of a shot to play than perhaps a punch or a drive. This one, good diving effort by Abhiram Yerova, but it'll be 1 to long on in the end.
It's a fairly good start from Abhiram Yerova. The 2 deliveries is bowled, seen some flight, a little bit of a drift in the air, and his pitch in the right areas. The first one turned a lot more than the second one did, because the second one almost was taken on the full by the batsman, but it's just given away a couple of runs, so he started well. That one again, pitching on leg and turning. The batsman almost tried to go with a big shot over in the long leg area, but the ball turned and bounced a little bit.
Yeah, definitely gripped and turned there. Pitched on leg stump, but Aniket Wallenby wasn't able to get it away. Namish Gurram just keeping it to 1.
Yeah, Naresh Rami Reddy once again comes down the track. Sarsh Shwethan there, flashing bails quick to stump him. No need for a third umpire. The first wicket down, the prolific Naresh Rami Reddy, who's been hitting that so well until now, has been dismissed.
It's just as I said, keep it flat, keep it good length, but then just give some air on one of the balls, entice the batsman, and that's exactly what Abhiram Yerova has done. And look at him, he is ecstatic.
You little beauty. He had an off day yesterday, Sarsh. He missed probably an opportunity or 2 that came his way, but not tonight. And Naresh Rami Reddy, the skipper and the one who's been on the attacking mood until now, has been dismissed.
Yeah, that's a huge wicket courtesy of Abhiram Yerova. Ryan Wiggins and the 11 Warriors will be extremely happy. I mean, you just saw the celebration from Abhiram Yerova. He's truly excited, truly knew the value of that wicket.
Brilliant is the word. Not afraid of flighting. We did see good evidence of the ball spinning, and that one absolutely spun. It pitched in middle, spun away. Naresh Rami Reddy, who was very good in using his feet until then, misses that one, and the keeper doesn't make a mistake. Swapnil Gupta is the new batter. Slightly full to start with for Swapnil. Once again, pitched on middle. Never had any room to turn, so tucked away to backward of square for a single. It's a brilliant start. 4 runs of the first 5 deliveries, and the important wicket of the captain taken in the process.
Yeah, Abhiram Yerova not giving an over the other day, yesterday in the semi-finals. Looks like he's come back with a bit of hunger and some fire.
And that's what you would love to see in the younger players. Not get bogged down by opportunities not being provided. When it comes, take them with both the arms. Oh, that
how close was that? Umpire says down the leg side, but if only we had third umpire.
That looked absolutely crashing into the leg stump from here. We're not sure of what the umpire saw, but he did rule it in favor of the batsman, or he would have seen an inside edge or something of that sort. It looked totally close from up here.
Looked dead plumb from the commentator's box, but Abhiram Yerva would be very happy with that over. Just 4 runs given and a wicket taken. Could the 11 Warriors have asked for anything better from the young man?
Absolutely. 4 runs and a wicket, and almost also got rid of the other enticing opener, Aniket Walimbe. I do believe that there was an inside edge on that one, otherwise it looked totally plumb.
And the Assassins will be shaking and shivering knowing that Abhiram Yerva has another over.
Absolutely, and in comes Jayaprakash Moses. Can he continue from where he left off last evening? He was brilliant with the ball yesterday, picked up a couple of wickets and hardly gave anything away. He gave 4 or 5 runs at the most. If he can repeat that performance, the Assassins will be under a tremendous amount of pressure. There's no doubt that they'll be looking to go after him, but he's not that kind of a bowler who you can go after very easily on a surface like this.
Yeah, and good to see from Ryan Wiggins going with the youngsters from both ends. You know, Abhiram Yerva truly a youngster, and Jayaprakash Moses young at heart. Star with the ball yesterday. I'm excited to see what he does today.
He just bowled into the surface. He just started exactly the same way he started yesterday, pitching it outside the off stump, and bowls him. Bowls Swapnil Gupta on ball number 2. Second wicket taken. The last 10-12 deliveries going completely in favor of the 11 Warriors. As you said, they may start to shake a little bit right now, but they do have a lot of batting power left in their kitty.
Yeah, that's a huge wicket from Jayaprakash Moses. What a lovely sight to see, you know, clipping the bails, top of off. The bowlers, it's a textbook bowler's wicket.
Yeah, he's an extremely underrated bowler, Jayaprakash Moses. I'd have played close to 1,000 games with him in multiple formats over the last 10-12 years, and he's extremely underrated. He just comes in, makes you feel like, oh my God, I've seen off the great bowlers, but then he is on the job. He can control what he wants to do really, really well, and that's exactly what he's shown us in the 2 deliveries he's bowled. One pitching in length, going outside the off stump, the batsman driving straight to cover. The second one comes back in, a big slog attempted by Swapnil. He played across the line. If I have to say anything wrong about that shot, he went across the line and got completely deceived by the pace and the amount of angle it got after pitching.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be O'Neill Davey. Started with the bat yesterday, finished the game off in the last over. What a finish that was. And Assassins will be hoping for a slightly longer innings from the big man, but I'm excited to see what he can do today.
Yeah, again, this wicket is going to be the key. This partnership, rather, between Aniket and O'Neill Davey is definitely going to be the key. And Jayaprakash Moses loves challenges, and here he comes for the 3rd delivery. Another delivery that pitches outside and moves slightly into the right-hander, but the batsman unable to put bat on ball. So 3 deliveries, not a single run conceded and a wicket taken. So it's a bit of a competition now between Abhiram Yerva and Jayaprakash Moses in terms of who's going to concede lesser number of runs in their overs. Abhiram gave away 4. Jayaprakash in with a great start. This is brilliant to watch. O'Neill Davey against JP.
Oh, wonderful stroke through the covers.
He does have protection out there. It's a brilliant shot through the covers, but not a great... Not some great timing there. Goes to the fielder there, just 1 run conceded. He'll be super happy with his effort so far in this over.
You know, with 2 wickets down for the Assassins, how important is Aniket Walimbe now?
We'll talk about that after this delivery. A wild swing there, once again beaten. It looked like it was very much there for him to go for the lofted drive, but I don't know if it's the pace that JP puts in or the surface that does this trick. It's just becoming more and more difficult to score off his bowling. Once again, a big appeal there, and he's walking. And the umpire lifts his finger. Jayaprakash Moses, you beauty, picks up 2 wickets and concedes just 1 off the over. This is exciting stuff out here at Church Street Park in the McAllen Construction Reed Place T10 Blast. This is the mega final.
Yet another huge wicket from Jayaprakash Moses. First picking up Swapnil Gupta, now it's Aniket Wallimbe. Don't know which wicket is bigger of the two, but Jayaprakash Moses will be happy nonetheless. 11 Assassins are 35 for 2 in 4.2 overs. 11 Warriors 35 for 3 in 5 overs.
Absolutely. They were 31 at the end of 3, no loss. And the last 2 overs have completely changed the complexion of this game. First, it was Abhiram Yerua with his leg spinners picking up the wicket of the well-settled Naresh Ramireddy, also the skipper of the side. And then JP putting in a competition with Abhiram Yerua, picks up 2 wickets, concedes just 1 run. This has pegged things back quite drastically for the Assassins.
And Abhiram Yerua coming in for a 2nd consecutive over. It's a great decision from Ryan Wiggins. You know, Abhiram Yerua, a very talented youngster, recently picked for the South Zone under 15 team. And he's doing extremely well so far in this T10 final. As Hobolta O'Neill Davey with a slip in place post power play.
And there is a slap. That's a big shot attempted there by O'Neill Davey going across the turf.
And it looks like that's missed everything. Missed pad, missed bat, missed stumps.
And the keeper.
How close was that? Abhiram Yerua, you beauty.
Oh, another beautiful flight. Well-flighted delivery, pitching on middle stump. Will they try to come back for a second? I don't think it is there. Well gathered by the bowler. Takes the bails off in a flash, but O'Neill Davey was sent back. What's going to be the approach? He's somebody who can hit the big ball, but with the loss of Aniket Wallimbe and all the other consistent run scorers, Swapnil Gupta scored a 15, one of the league games, was the leading run scorer there on that game, and Naresh Ramireddy back in the pavilion. What's O'Neill Davey thinking right now?
I think you got to be smart. You got to plan this out. Oh, down the leg side. Another big appeal from Abhiram Yerua, but denied by the umpire yet again.
Yeah,
but as I was saying, if you're O'Neill Davey, if you're the new batsman right now, you got to be very smart in what you're thinking. You got to play out a couple overs, and then that's when you go big once you're set in. But never can you stop taking those 1s and 2s. Definitely got to get that odd boundary away.
Absolutely. Another well-flighted delivery. The batsman completely getting foxed there. But the ball was definitely drifting down the leg side. No appeal from the bowler. Probably a gentle request or a question there. But this is brilliant stuff from Abhiram Yerua. Just 1 run conceded off the over so far, and has put the batsman under a lot of pressure. Once again comes down the track, jams it into the surface, straight into the hands of Abhiram Yerua on 1 bounce. It's all about the dots, and if you try to go big, you may lose your wicket. That's what Abhiram Yerua is saying right now, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. This is beautiful to see from Abhiram Yerua, just enticing the cross-bat shot. Rock the batsman a couple times on their pads. And that's exactly what you want as a leg spinner. This time, more flight given. Again, across the line, big swing. But unfortunately, no ding. As the end of the over, Abhiram Yerua.
Oh, how quickly was that over delivered? No run score. Just 1 of the first delivery, and the new batter on the opposite end struggling to even pick Abhiram Yerua, leave alone score.
And is it even a question, folks? It's Jayaprakash Moses back into the attack to finish his spell. He'll be bowling to O'Neill Davey, the new batsman coming in. The Assassins are 37 for 3, down the track, inside edge. looking for the single, but Sarsh denies it. Good work from the young lad. Very talented keeper beyond the stumps. 11 Warriors have found a gem in Sarsh. He's provided with the gloves, he's provided with the bat, and he's provided with some words behind the stumps. Jayaprakash Moses coming in. Good pull shot from O'Neal Davey. Is it going to beat the fielder? No, it is Abhiram Yeruva there. With a fantastic throw yet again. Keeps it to 2. Not sure if that's Abhiram Yeruva out there or Usain Bolt. Fantastic sprint from the young lad. And an even faster throw. Beautiful effort from Abhiram Yeruva. Oh, another inside edge. This one straight to Namish Guramet. Short fine leg. They'll get a single. Assassins looking in all sorts of trouble at the moment. Jayaprakash Moses putting up a spell and a half alongside Abhiram Yeruva. And don't forget, the 2 Raptors leggies, Adi Gupta and Kartikeya Jagadish, are still yet to complete their spells. Just goes to show the depth of the 11 Warriors bowling lineup. Assassin batsman, they're gonna push for 2. O'Neal Davey says no. And it's that man, Abhiram Yeruva, out in the field again. Putting in the effort, putting in the hard yards. Assassin in all sorts of trouble. How are they going to get out of this hole?
We do have some technical difficulties with the scorecard getting updated online. The score now is 41 at the end of 6.4. So another great over from Jayaprakash Moses. That's the second of his. Brilliant bowling there. No extras conceded. No boundaries. No sixes. There's a chance of a run out there at the bowler's end. And JP actually fails to gather that one. Would have possibly been a run out. It's hard to say from here. But again, the lack of boundaries. It's just 43 now, almost at the end of over number 7.
Yeah, definitely the lack of boundaries hurting the Assassins. Also the fall of wickets courtesy of Jayaprakash Moses and Abhiram Yeruva. Last ball of Jayaprakash Moses' spell. Oh, down the track. Beautiful shot. Just talking about the lack of boundaries. And O'Neal Davey. Yeah. Beautiful shot. Wide of mid-off. It'll go for 4.
Yeah, just a rare off delivery from JP again. The credit has to be given to the batter. He did jump down the track and hit it over the infield for a big boundary.
The Assassins now 47 for 3 at the end of 7.
They were 31 without loss at the end of 3 and 47. So just 16 runs scored in the last 4 overs. That's the partnership in bowling between Abhiram Yeruva and JP, who have now both finished their spells. We are into the last 3 overs and there's a mid-pitch conference there. Let's not forget that Adi Gupta and Kartikeya Jagadish also have an over each left. Still searching for that 1 over from somebody. Could be Govind Soundarajan to bowl the 10th. What do you think, Tanish?
Yeah, I think definitely going to go with Govind. Don't think Ryan Wiggins would want to introduce any new bowlers during the 10th over. He's got to go with someone he's already bowled, and I think that man will be Govind. It's going to be Adi Gupta coming in for his 2nd over. Air given, inside edge. And Sarsh completes another stumping.
And is that the wicket of O'Neal Davey? No, it is not. O'Neal Davey is on the non-striker's end. I was just about to ask how much of a pressure it is for some of the senior leg spinners in this team after the display that the show that Abhiram Yeruva has put in tonight. Is it going to play in their minds, or are they just going to say, hey, younger brother, you've done what I've done many, many times in my life?
No, I don't think it'll put any pressure on their minds. I think they'll just appreciate a fellow leg spinner's performance. But I think it'll also inspire them to do the same as Adi Gupta has done here. Sarsh completing another stumping. Beautiful presence of mind from the young lad.
Absolutely. The batsman hit the ball, had no idea of where it went, and was out of the crease. Was not looking for a run. I'm not too sure about the laws here, whether it's a run out or a stumping. It's a wicket that the 11 Warriors will grab, whichever way it is awarded. I can tell you that much.
It's going to be Bhushan Gunage for the Assassins now, new batsman. Fantastic all-rounder for both the Kryptonians T20 side and the Bulls PL side. And no one forget that he's a quick runner too. Oh, this one blasted through covers. Is long off going to get around? No, it'll be a boundary. Bhushan Gunage starts well. Adi Gupta yet another full toss.
Absolutely. We're seeing all kinds of things happening in this game. First with the bat, Naresh Rami Reddy taking it to the oppositions, and then a big comeback through that spell of Abhiram, Yerua and Jayaprakash Moses in the middle overs. Now wickets falling and runs being scored. We are in that part of the innings. The last three, Adi Gupta running in again to Bhushan Gunage. Another shot through the covers. This time a brilliant attempt by the infielder. Aaron Bhuta was hit really hard. Lets the batsman come through for second.
Yeah, Bhushan Gunage absolutely smoked that. But looks like nothing is getting past Aaron Bhuta today, as he puts in a fantastic diving effort. Captain Ryan Wiggins coming over there and personally congratulating him on getting a hand to that ball, because my oh my did that come fast.
And it also tells me that Adi Gupta is bowling slightly fuller than what Abhiram Yerua did. Batsman able to clearly drive them. Another full-length delivery, this time jamming it into the surface. A good return from the deep means only one run conceded.
Yeah, I think the 11 Warriors have fielded beautifully so far. I think that's just added to the immense amount of pressure that the Assassins already have on themselves.
Right, what have we got here now? We've got 7 runs in the first 4 deliveries. If it is kept down to 10, I do believe that Adi Gupta and Ryan Wiggins will be pretty happy. Let's not forget that this is the business end of the batting innings. So that's 9 with 1 delivery to go. Anything about 10, 11 in the last 3 overs per over. Will Ryan Wiggins take it?
I think Ryan Wiggins will take anything from this point. I think they've done fantastic so far. I think trusting his Raptors bowling in Adi Gupta and Kartikeya Jagadish will result.
Yeah, the last ball of over number 8 coming up, and the score is at 56. Oh, that's a big shot there. It's got a lot of height and distance. Straight to the fielder. Shravan Sulikeri, couple of yards inside the fence. Calm, cool, collected head. Didn't have to move an inch either side. Takes it easily.
Yeah, Shravan Sulikeri making no mistake there. You know, just talking about the 11 Warriors fielding. He's taking another beautiful catch.
Oh, this is brilliant now. It looks to be just going one way again. This final, as a viewer, I want, and the others also want, closely fought contests. But by no means is this game done. But I'm just saying the way it has gone in the last 5 overs, it's been one-way traffic.
You know, I can only remember a couple overs ago we were talking about the advantage that the Assassins had in the power play, scoring about 30 odd, going 10 and over, and we were predicting a huge score, but 11 Warriors have pulled them back fantastically.
And let's go back a little bit on the timeline. These two teams met in the first league game that the 11 Warriors played. They successfully were able to restrict the 11 Warriors to 75, and these guys are now at 56, so they should tell themselves that if they can get past that 75, 76, close to 80 runs, they may still have a chance of restricting. But different game, different conditions. What do you think?
You know, I think it's all about backing yourself as a team. I think the moment you start to think to yourself, we might not win this, I think that's where you lose the game.
Kartikeya Jagadish, probably the first choice leg spinner in this team, at the start, comes into bowl over number 9. Usually the 9th over is the most important, they say, in a T10, or for that matter the 19th over, the penultimate over in these shorter formats. be it T10 or T20, the most important ones. And it has been handed over to Kartikeya Jagdish. Do you have a different view? Should have been Govind on the. That one pitch shot. I'm sure it will be called a wide, but Kartikeya will just be super happy that it didn't get put away for a boundary. It was there to be hit away, but Anup, the new batter, misses it completely. A wide has been declared, rightfully so. Oh, that's bowled him. This one is a wrong one. Anup had no clue about it. Tried to play it down to the leg side, missing it completely, and loses his stumps.
Yeah, brilliant delivery from Kartikeya Jagdish there. Just the wrong one. The batsman had no clue, and he's knocked over the middle stump. As I was saying, no better man to give the penultimate over to than Kartikeya Jagdish. Part of the Raptors setup, but an influential bowler throughout their season. And he's been influential for the 11 Warriors as well, with the ball in hand.
So the score is 57 for the loss of 6 wickets in 8.1 overs. So another 11 deliveries to go, 4 wickets left in the kitty. I'm not too sure if that does do anything to the equation. How many runs can the Assassins score from this point onwards? Has this pitch changed, or has it been superlative bowling from the 11 Warriors? Not sure.
Yeah, it's tough to tell, but new batsman Vicky here, he's built a reputation for himself as a finisher so far in this tournament, finishing 2 close games. Oh, and another wrong one from Kartikeya Jagdish. You can see it kind of slowed there in the pitch.
Yeah, probably a little shorter than the previous one, giving the batter enough time to adjust. I don't think he picked it off his arm. He just was able to pick it off the surface, and had it been a tad full, I don't think he'd have had enough time to get his bat behind that one.
Yeah, Kartikeya Jagdish to Bhushan Ganagi now. I think with Bhushan and his quick feet and immense power, I think going flatter, not letting him use his feet, I think that's going to be the strategy that Kartikeya Jagdish employs. But we'll just have to see.
Oh, this time the regulation leg spinner hit to the fielder at cover, taking the arm, taking a chance, and coming back for the second. And the good thing for the Assassins is Bhushan Gunage is on strike. He showed us that he can hit a few boundaries. And he hit one today. Another one was saved by a brilliant effort from
Yeah, they'll push for 2 again. Bhushan will easily make it. Both batsmen easily making it. Smeet Pandit down there at deep mid wicket, putting in a good effort, but the batsman will still get 2.
Yeah, and I don't think Kartikeya Jagdish would mind this a whole lot. Yes, he'll be a little upset that the fielder didn't put in 150%, but I do believe that the second was on. It was wide of an outfielder on a ground where you have a lot of acreage. And this has gone high up in the air. The keeper and the bowler both looking at each other. It's probably the keeper's catch to start with, but Kartikeya Jagdish, a senior cricketer, I know what went into the minds of the two of them. They were just looking at each other for a few seconds, and then Kartikeya Jagdish said, "I will get this, don't worry, young man," and he does pouch it safely.
Yeah, Kartikeya Jagdish, mainly known for his bowling and even his batting, but no one should forget that he's excellent in the field as well. That one went extremely high, courtesy of the top edge, but he makes no mistake.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if he at a point thought that he didn't want to put the young wicket keeper under any pressure. I'm not here to say that he was feeling the pressure at all, but I do believe that he said, "This is easy for me. You don't have to worry about it. I got this."
I think Sarsh with the gloves on his hands, I think they both had an equal chance to catch that ball. Definitely should have been the keeper's call, in my opinion, but oh, this one much shorter. Pulled away. Smeet Pandit down there at cow corner. Good throw in the end, but they'll still get 2.
Yeah, what a brilliant over this has been. A couple of wickets, no boundaries conceded. And that's what you want to see in the 9th over. And if that goes in favor of the bowling side, you end up really on the right side of the equation usually. 64 for the loss of 7 wickets at the end of 9 overs. The last over coming up. And I do believe that it's young Namish Gurram who has been given the opportunity to bowl the last over, or is he? No, it's not.
Yeah, contrary to my prediction, it's going to be Shravan Sulikari. It won't be Govind.
Again, we had our 2 cents about introducing new bowlers in the second last and the last overs of the bowling innings. Ryan Wiggins did that yesterday, and he chooses to do that in the very last over in a big final. But what is in his advantage is that they've lost 7 wickets, and both the batters at the crease are new.
Yeah, I think it's all about backing. You know, whoever Ryan Wiggins has backed, they've been successful. You know, some examples being Abhiram and Namish Gurram in there too, previously getting the wicket of Chinmay Kushrai. So I think with the backing of Ryan Wiggins, Shravan Sulikari will be effective here.
He bowls it straight up to the batsman. Nothing wrong with that. No extras or anything of that sort. Just a straight drive for 2 runs. Will they look to get a third? Would have been a bad option. That. So just 2 runs of the first delivery. He's got 5 more to go. He'd just be looking to bowl a decent length. No extras. No short pitch, no full tosses. And if he can do that, he'd have done a decent enough job. Not too sure if he's got Yorkers up his sleeves, but he bowls consistently well in the local league, so you should imagine that he can do the job for the captain.
A wild swing from the batsman there. Can Smith Pandey get around? Yes, he does. Not enough juice on the ball to get it all the way. You know, due factor influencing the outfield speed here. It's caused it to become a bit slow.
Yeah,
Shravan Sulikari wouldn't mind that, just saved him a boundary.
Yeah, on another day it would have definitely crossed the fence. Some dampness in the outfield does not let the ball from crossing the lines. The Assassins will be kicking themselves. Not the kind of day when you get a bad or a damp outfield rather. 69 with 4 deliveries to go in this Assassins innings. A little bit of a hold up in play. Not sure what's causing that.
Yeah, I think from here, if the Assassins can get to about 80, 85, I think they'll be very pleased.
Oh, with 4 deliveries left, getting to 80, 85 is going to be a little difficult, but
a couple boundaries and a couple doubles here will do the job. And that's what the Assassins will be hoping for.
Absolutely. You never know. You saw Jaskaran Malhotra hit 3 back-to-back sixes in the last over, and it went for almost 20. They were probably in a similar state coming into the last over. Somewhere close to 70 they came in, and then that big over added another 20 runs in the last. So with 4 deliveries to go, a couple of lusty blows could get them there, but all I meant to say was it's not going to be that difficult. If they haven't been able to do it in 9.2 overs, what are the odds that number 8 and number 9 are going to be able to do that in the last 4? You gotta wait and see.
Bit of an unorthodox field here. The mid-off, the long off comes in the mid-off. And it looks like they're going to have a deep third, an extra cover, and a few men on the leg side.
Shravan Sulikari now trying to bowl the bumper. He's got protection at the deep. Smeet Pandit runs in, throws the ball, but it's going to be a wayward throw. So 2 runs taken. He definitely did bowl to the plan. He brought the mid-off in and did not bowl that one full in length. He'd have been hit over the top had he done that. So clearly coming up with a plan and executing it pretty well. They will not mind these 1s and 2s, the 11 Warriors, at all. 3 deliveries still left in this innings. Shravan Sulikeri comes in, bowls it into the batsman, who tucks it away to square leg. This should be another easy 2. Namish Guram coming in from fine leg, returning that back to the bowler. So 73 now with 2 deliveries to go. And let me tell you one thing, the 2 teams played in the league game earlier. The 11 Warriors batted first, scored 75 and lost that game. And if the Assassins can be restricted to 75, they would think that it's revenge time, the 11 Warriors, wouldn't they?
You know, I think it's all set up for that revenge plan to come into effect. Batsmen at the top of 11 Warriors, all in form, including Ryan Wiggins, Sarsh, and Karthikeya Jagadish.
Yeah, but it's the all-important final. It's the final of the tournament. The tournament comes to a draw at this very place in an hour. Will that add a lot of pressure to the team chasing? Got to wait and see. Oh, coming down the track, and is there a chance of a run out at the non-strikers? And this is free runs being conceded. That's some kind of a careless act by the wicketkeeper. 2 byes conceded.
Yeah, just losing control of that ball there, Sarsh.
What should have been a dot ball has been turned into 2 free runs for the opposition.
Yeah, to be honest, it looked like a wide ball from the commentator's box, but it's resulted in a double.
75 now, 1 delivery to go. What's in store? Oh, it's been hit away, and there is protection out there. Abhiram Yerua, they will come back and try to get that second run, which is not taken. 76 is the final score for the Assassins, 1 more than what 11 Warriors set them in that first game of the league stage. The 11 Warriors will take a breather, come back and try to chase that down. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with live action.
지금 카운트는 나보다 있으면 대회를 안 되는지 맞추고 싶어. 도망칠 수 있다는 유행하죠. 그래서 피도 있는 백화가
Welcome back to the Replace and McAllen Construction TCL T10 Blast Finals. It's a change in commentary. I'm Anirudh Bosetti.
And I'm Dinesh Dongre.
Yes, it is Sarsh to take strike. It's been the usual opening pair since game one. Sarsh and Ryan Wiggins be facing Vijay Dasari. Ryan Wiggins with an absolute blinder of an innings yesterday in the chase against the Triangle Bravehearts. Played a really good innings to take his team into the finals, and now it looks like at the start of their innings they'll be favorites to win this game.
Yeah, you know, the 11 Warriors having just constricted the Assassins to about 76. Oh, wonderful shot from Sarsh to begin with. Through mid-wicket, just coming back for a single.
Yeah, just a nice little hit through mid-wicket. Just burst through the hands a little bit and they'll get through for the single. And Dinesh, can we just appreciate the great camera work that TCL has put on today? You got the side cameras, you got the zoomed in ones, you got the DRS. It's absolutely beautiful today. This is you know what, I think past anybody's imagination would have been last year for T10 when it just started.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we were excited when the third umpire came in for the minor league season, but even more excited now for the TCL T10 Blast. You know, we got the side cameras coming in, the front camera, the elevated view over the side screen. I mean, what could we ask for?
Dinesh, how far away do you think we are from doing this in PL games?
I think we're very close, you know. Just a couple cameras on every ground should do the trick.
That one just moves away a little bit, and Ryan Wiggins, it's a nice square drive through to cover point. So, you know, you do have the sweeper out and the long on, so where do you think Ryan's going to be looking to hit this ball? Maybe shuffle across and go mid-wicket, or just go for the singles early on?
You know, I don't think Ryan Wiggins cares too much about where the deep fielders are. I think he'll go for the shot anyway. You know, he has the momentum from yesterday. He has the adrenaline pumping.
I think might see a similar approach from Sarsh too.
Yeah, definitely. He has a personal goal to clear this field. And I think definitely today's the day. And what better day than the finals of the TCL T10 Blast.
That one nice outside off, and it's a close call by the umpire. But it'll be given a wide. And yeah, Sarsh does have that personal goal. We saw Utkarsh Srivastava do it earlier in the season, and Sarsh is definitely going to want to catch that and hit a 6. But let's see where Ryan Wiggins goes on this ball. It's a little bit straighter and just flicked for a quick single. Young legs from the big man from Barbados, and Sarsh will get through for the single.
Yeah, good bowling from Vijay so far. Just kind of cramping the batsman for room, making sure keeping it to 1. I think an early boundary here will really hurt the Assassins' chances. And speaking of chances, I think the chance of a boundary has definitely increased now that Sarsh is on strike.
Yeah, this might be the ball that Sarsh is going to be looking to take on. Every fielder is in, and there it is. He does take it on. Looks pretty close, but don't have DRS for LBW. But that looked pretty plumb to me. Dinesh, what do you think?
Yeah, kind of looked dead plumb. Kind of hit Sarsh in the box there. Little bit of discomfort from the youngster.
Yeah, you'll be feeling that one tomorrow morning.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that one looked maybe going down leg, but I thought it looked pretty out. Bowler was pleading with it, but
yeah, bowler almost praying with the umpire there, looking for that wicket. You know, that just shows how big of a wicket Sarsh is.
Yeah, you have to think he's one of the big fishes in this team. You know, the one that plays through the innings. As Vijay Dasari comes in for the last ball of the over, steps down, and it pierces the gap. There's no man there, and that will not get to the boundary. Great work there. That's the passion that these teams have for winning this final. As at the end of the first over, it will be 5-0. They require 7-2 for the next 9 overs. Ready back for the second over of this TCL T10 finals, and looks to be the left arm pacer. Did have a good game yesterday, but a good opening power play spell. So what do you think he's going to be looking to going with the field that he has? He has his third man back and his fine leg back, so meaning doesn't have any protection in front of the wicket. What do you think he's going to be going with, Danish?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's going to be going with that full length there. You know, hard for Sarsh to clear straight down the ground. Doesn't want to give any width or short bowling to the young lad, to the young batsman.
I won't say it's hard for for Sarsh to clear it down the field. You know, he hit some big hits in earlier in this T10 league. We'll see what he does. It's Shubham Singh Gar bowling here. Sarsh Waithan. He bowled plenty of back length and bouncers yesterday. We'll see where he goes today. Starts with that fuller length that Danish was talking about. Easy work from the young legs. So, Ryan Wiggins played a lot of cricket in Barbados, right, Danish?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of experience that he brings to the table playing in Barbados alongside Kirk Thompson, star of the T10 League last year. Unfortunately, he won't be making an appearance this year, but Ryan Wiggins is back on strike, and hopefully we see some big hits from the big Barbadian.
Yeah, the big Barbadian. He did play with Kirk Thompson, who was featuring in last year's minor league as well as T10 Blast, and absolutely dominated the T10 Blast for the Stars. Personally, it was a treat for me to watch him bat, but it's been a treat this year to watch Ryan Wiggins bat too, so we'll have to see how he goes about this inning. I think it'll be in a similar fashion to yesterday, just maybe not as attacking and as many risk takings because it is a lower score. We'll see where Shubham Singh Gar goes. If we can get Ryan Wiggins out early, they'll fancy themselves for having a good chance to win this finals.
Close to a wide ball there from Shubham. Ryan Wiggins takes a big heave, but it's just going to result in a dot ball. Just slightly out of reach there for Ryan Wiggins. Good bowling from Shubham so far.
Yeah, and on the mic we can hear some of the 11 Warriors playing, chanting for their captain Ryan Wiggins. It is they have kept it under 6 over so far in the power play, but 2 big hits from Ryan Wiggins can change the whole equation. So, you know, just gotta keep that fuller length. You know, let the pitch do a little bit of movement, see if you can catch a nick, like we saw Chaitanya do for the Samp Army earlier in this tournament against the 11 Warriors. As this one's put past square leg, young legs will get back for 2. Yeah, they'll be happy keeping Sarsh Waithan on the non-strikers and keeping him pretty quiet in the power play. What do you think, Danish?
Yeah, definitely. I think the less strikes Sarsh Waithan gets, the happier the Assassins will be. The young lad looking very good so far in this tournament. He's been known to put up the big hits and definitely clear Tertiary Park.
Yeah, as some were saying yesterday, the big players will show up in the big games, so looks a little bit restless on the non-striker. He seems like he wants to get on strike and have a piece of Shubham Singh, but Ryan will keep the strike for this ball. We'll see where he goes here. And outside off, the movement away. Does seem to be moving the ball both ways.
Yeah, this is exciting to see from Shubham Singh. Good left arm talent. And he's bowling extremely well to Ryan Wiggins so far.
Shubham Singh here, yeah, he just kind of kept the outside of the stumps kind of aligned to Ryan Wiggins. You know, he does have a man back as sweeper, so maybe he just kind of said, that's my protection, I just got to bowl my plan. And if I bowl to my plan, then it's not going to be too big of an issue.
Yeah, definitely agree. It's important to have a plan against big players such as Ryan Wiggins and Sarsh on the other end. Tough to formulate a plan, but Shubham Singh Gaur has one, and I'd love to see what his plan is to Sarsh as well.
Yeah, what's important is in this over, he needs to finish well. You know, the last two balls of the over usually do go big, and this one, it's just popped back, and Shubham Singh Gaur, he's got the big wicket of Ryan Wiggins. Assassins, hear the noise on the field, and how big of a wicket is that Dinesh Dongre?
You can tell by the roar of the Assassins field. What a huge wicket that is. Ryan Wiggins has to walk back. The 11 Warriors, are they in trouble now?
Yeah, just a few balls ago we were hearing the 11 Warriors dugout players. They were encouraging Ryan Wiggins. But no more, the Barbadian has to go. And that's a huge wicket. They were shell-shocked, you could hear, you know, just hear the silence kind of fold over that dugout as Ryan Wiggins will have to depart. It's a back-of-length ball like I predicted as he had been bowling yesterday in the power play against Tornadoes. Bangs it in, Ryan Wiggins tries to pull it, kind of a short-arm jab almost, goes through in the wicket, and that's a huge, huge wicket for the Assassins and Shubham Singh Gaur. Sarsh on the non-strikers end, he's going to have to take over the lead, as well as JK, who played a star role in the chase against Samp Army, which got them here in the first place.
Yeah, definitely agree. Both of these batsmen roles is going to be extremely crucial, especially Sarsh, and he's going to have to take the responsibility here. You know, just 14 years of age, but he's had plenty of cricketing experience. What better time to show up than the finals?
Sarsh, he's got the SG bat, Maverick pads, in the spirit of a lion.
Yeah, some would say he's a Maverick himself.
Yeah. So he's on the non-strikers, and you can see him. He's fidgeting around. He clearly wants that strike. So shows that he's up to the challenge. He's not nervous. He's not under the pressure because of the cameras. He wants to show everyone what he can do. This one banged in, nice little bouncer, and it's called as a wide from the main umpire. Didn't look too wide, Dinesh.
No, it really didn't. Looks like it's a height wide. Seems a bit strange that the main umpire is going to call it, but we've had some strange decisions throughout this tournament.
Yeah, strange decisions, yes. Definitely, as the TCL will try to lower that down with the add-in of the DRS. You know, these runouts can change the game. Saw something similar, a bit close run out yesterday night, which, you know, we don't know. Might have changed the game around. Obviously, wicket could have fell next ball too, but that's the length that Sharia is going to be looking to hit. It's a nice length, and the young leg Sarsh gets through, and he'll even get this double. Keep the strike for next over.
Yeah. New batsman Karthikeya Jagadish getting off the mark. Coming in with the BPM8 bat. You know, it's a bat that seems to be spreading around TCL, sort of like a plague. But it's a plague that is bringing good things and great runs to all that wield it.
Yeah, ever since I've seen JK use the bat, he's scored a lot of runs. You know, and just a little bit look at the way he's playing. He's playing very smartly, tapping the ball around. He's got the young legs as well. He's just running the quick singles, running the doubles, overthrows. You know, he ends up at a 150 strike rate before you know it.
Yeah, and I think those are the most dangerous types of players because once you give them the opportunity to start running, they won't stop. And then give them the opportunity for a boundary, and suddenly they've taken the game away from you.
Yeah, and they're not taking a risk. You know, you didn't see JK take any risks yesterday. You know, he wasn't looking for the big six. He was waiting to the ball that he could hit in his zone for the four along the ground, looking for the doubles and the singles. Should fare better with the doubles and singles today. He's got the young legs of Sarsh, the Maverick himself, to run with. Yesterday, he had the Barbadian, Ryan Wiggins, to run with, which they did really well between the wickets, I thought. But today he's got Sarsh, who's on strike to Vijay Dasari after a first 2 overs successfully from the Assassins. And Sarsh just make a little bit of space.
Yeah, speaking of young legs, using the crease there, Sarsh looking looking to create some room, looking to push it through the offside. No one in the deep there. It's good thinking from the young lad.
Very risky keeping everyone in for Sarsh as he steps down, and it's a big swing. And if that one connected, I think it would have fell somewhere on the brick wall.
Yeah, we would have to tell the cars on the road to watch out. Issue an official statement. But a big swing from Sarsh unfortunately results in no ding.
Maybe a little bit lower length in that bat if he had used the Maverick one, maybe.
Yeah.
But he's chosen the SG, and he's looked pretty good with it so far.
Yeah, good to see Kartikeya Jagadish just having a couple words with the youngster. Not sure who's giving the words to whom there, though.
Yeah, maybe just telling him, I know you want to use that power play, but just we are a few wickets down. Maverick Spirit's gonna have to wait a little bit, as just more smart shot runs it down, and they'll get through for 2.
Yeah, the doubles are gonna be crucial in this chase here, especially when you're not getting the boundary away. 2 doubles is basically a boundary and a dot ball, and that's exactly what Sarsh will be thinking.
I have to think that's easier said and thought than done, though. Getting that 2 doubles is not as easy as it said as that one. Oh, and it's a close inside edge. That should run away too. And yeah, luck favors the brave, as they say. And the Maverick Spirit in Sarsh is the brave. And he'll get a nice edge that'll just get past the stumps and run away to the boundary. That's a much needed boundary for the 11 Warriors. Just get them started a little bit. And JK is telling him, see a little sly smile on Sarsh face.
Yeah, he'll definitely enjoy that. Not been getting the boundaries recently, but now he's 11 off 8. And I think he's just getting started, the young Maverick.
Yeah, we might see him 22 off 16 soon. Just 2 sixes for the lad. We'll see how Vijay Dashri closes out these next 2 balls. As we said, the last 2 balls of the innings of the over is very important because you have to close it out well. That's when they're going to look to come hard. It's a very smart play. The Maverick in him is staying calm. He just taps it away for a signal. We just saw a little bit of movement, Danish. It's been a change of balls from last year's league. Definitely an improvement, huh?
Yeah, definitely agree. It's a good thing that we're seeing movement so late into the innings as well as we saw in the last innings. Getting movement in the 7th to 8th over, it's a very exciting sight to see. And it just shows the amount of effort that the TCL is putting in to make this league.
Yeah, it's been great amount of effort, preparing the pitch, preparing the outfield, getting the players, the cameramen, the commentators. It's a lot of work, but I think they've done a great job so far. As 11 Warriors are 19 for 1 after 3 overs, they'll require 58 for the next 7 overs. And the 11 Warriors are 19 for 1 after 3 overs. Looks to be Bhaskar coming into bowl. Sarsh looks to be the first edition of spin that we'll see in this innings. Danish, personally, as if you're the captain, you're looking to keep the pace going, maybe shove him another over, look to pick another wicket, or are you saving him for the back end when things might get tight?
Yeah, I think this is definitely setting up to be a close game. I think it's a good decision from the captain to save the left arm pacer for the back end. But speaking of Bhaskar bowling to Sarsh, I'm calling this my McAllen matchup of the day.
Oh, that's interesting.
Bhaskar has been such a successful bowler throughout this tournament. I think he has the most wickets so far. And Sarsh, he's been batting very responsibly alongside Ryan Wiggins throughout this tournament.
Yeah, I think Bhaskar's done great for his team. You know, you might have to think he's got a little bit under the radar, but you know, he's done his job amazingly, and I think he's been a huge part in the Assassins making into this finals. You know, you don't see too many people talking about him. You see more of the likes of talks from Jaskar and Malhotra, Lahiru Malanta, but Bhaskar's done a great job. He's flew under the radar, and he's done amazing for the Assassins so far this season.
Yeah, under the radar describes it perfectly. And Bhaskar looks like he's the leading wicket taker of this tournament. And he's been a very crucial factor in getting the Assassins into the finals. As he'll be bowling at Karthikeya Jagadish in his third ball. Touch shorter, cut away. Sweeper is getting around. Looks like they're going to come back for two. Bhushan Gunage has a good arm in the deep.
Oh, they're coming back for three now? That's poor work from Bhaskar. As they'll get back for three, they've got to, you know, I think that's going to be important. Those little overthrows, just a fumble here and there. Sarsh and Karthikeya will easily get through.
Yeah, no better definition or example of the term young legs than what we just saw there. Squeezing a three out of nowhere.
And Maverick's down on the ground, looks to be a little bit tired, but you know he's going to push through here in this final in the T10. It's not as much heat, so it's not going to be too bad, but running is running nevertheless. Oh!
This one fuller and well bowled, almost at Yorker length from Bhaskar, and Sarsh fails to latch onto it.
And if you look at that, you see how smart Bhaskar bowled there. You know, I think that's why he's got the wickets. He mixes it up, he changes the length and the pace. That's why he's got the wickets. That one's a nice, just a stock ball, and squeeze it away for a quick single. And almost more, because there was no backup there.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see from the Maverick himself. You know, once he gets the dot ball, he looks to take the single, get Karthikeya Jagadish back on strike.
And that's why his strike rate is the way he is, 14 off 13, batting beautifully. And we'll see how Bhaskar closes out this over. Oh, it's just past the edge.
Yeah, Karthikeya Jagadish going for a similar shot, unable to produce what the Maverick has produced.
And the Warriors are 25 for 1 after 4 overs. The run rate just increasing ever so slightly, 52 from 6 overs. Back for the McAllen Construction replaced TCL T10 Blast, 25 for 1 in 4 overs. Sayanup Reddy comes in, the second addition of spin that we've seen as a quick inside edge through to short fine. Will get a quick single.
Yeah, good batting there from Sarsh and playing a responsible role. He's going for that defense, getting the inside edge, getting a single, getting Karthikeya Jagadish back on strike.
And Danish, this is my wicket alert for the day. I do think Sayanup is producing a little bit of turn after that first ball. Sarsh the Maverick, is looking to go for his shots. So this will be my wicket alert. What do you think, Danish?
Yeah, I definitely have to agree, but I think it could go either way here. Sayanup Reddy, known for his flight, I think it could either result in a wicket or it could result in that big over that the 11 Warriors want.
I honestly have to say, I think if Assassins could get one of these wickets here, they're putting themselves in a very, very good position to defend this score. Obviously, you know, it's never over when you're only chasing 76, but this one, oh, just a nice flick, but he won't sneak through. He might now. Yep.
Yeah, Karthikeya Jagadish turns him back twice in a row. Sarsh eager to get off strike. You love to see that from the young Maverick.
Don't know if he's eager to get off strike. You know, we saw him itching on the other end previously. Might be looking to go one big because you do see the 45 long on, 45 cow corner, 45 long off. Sarsh can clear those, so let's see where he goes. It's a short ball, and he's bowled him. My wicket alert rings true. Sayanoop slowed it in the air, quick through the air, but it just slowed off the wicket a little bit. And a little pat on the back from the umpire. Sarsh has to depart. And I'm proud that my wicket alert did ring true. Obviously, not nice to see my teammate Sarsh has to depart, but Sayanoop Reddy has put the Assassins in a very good position here. 27 for 2 and 4.4. The required run rate is now 9.38.
Yeah, this game is becoming ever more heated and heated. You know, the weather might be cold, but this game is very much heated as Adi Gupta comes in.
Similar to some shots we've seen today. Weather might be cold, but the game is on fire right here. It's 27 for 2. It's Aditya Gupta to come in here for his second batting appearance in this TCL T10 Blast. He did bat in the first game against the Assassins. He's going to need a good performance here to take the Warriors over the line. Oh, that one just turns back and...
Yeah, when you hear a name like Adi Gupta, you expect a couple of big innings from him, but this is only his just second time batting, courtesy of Ryan Wiggins and the Maverick Sarsh.
Yeah,
brilliant batting performances for the 11 Warriors have denied Adi Gupta the chance to show his class.
Yeah, we see Adi here. He's on the non-strikers, not the young legs that Sarsh is, but young legs nevertheless. This one struck down the ground. Just be a single. So yeah, as I said, not as young legs as Sarsh is, but we'll still get through for the quick singles as the 11 Warriors are now 29 for 2 after 5 overs, below 6 and over. Requiring 48 from 5 overs, 9.6 required run rate. This game is poised very evenly. They are using their best bowler here. You know, after a tight over, after a wicket, you need your best bowler to bowl and, you know, go for the kill. And it's Bhaskar coming in to Karthikeya Jagadish. And that one just a nice cut shot. You know, getting the gap. Coming back for 2.
Throw it to the bowlers and clean connection.
Oh, it's a poor pickup.
Bhaskar has fumbled. How big of an opportunity could that be? Karthikeya Jagadish used to the quick legs of Sarsh and Ryan Wiggins. Adi Gupta not able to get there. A clean connection, a clean pickup could have done it.
Yeah, you have to think. No disrespect to Bhaskar, it's very, very tough to collect these balls in the night. You know, you saw it just kind of. I think he hit his hands a little bit harder than you might have expected. Just slid off the wet grass, and he's bowled a great spell so far. Very, very smart bowling. That one again, that's the loop. So, you know, even though it's a little bit fuller, it's a low full toss. JK just a little bit, you know, doesn't know how the speed's gonna come. He's unable to really predict, like where the ball is gonna really pitch. So that one, gonna be Adi's second ball here.
Yeah, definitely agree. This is beautiful to see, varying the pace, Bhaskar. And Karthikeya Jagadish will feel that he has missed out on a full toss. But I don't think that ball was as bad as it seemed.
That one's hit, and it's in the gap. The 11 Warriors, they'll get their first cheers after a while as he slams that between extra covers and long off. And Aditya Gupta will get going in the TCL T10 Blast with the bat.
Yeah, the full power of Adi Gupta being shown on display here. Would love to see a couple over the boundary, but looks like he's just getting going with a couple bounces over the rope.
Yeah, Tanish, I was just going to ask you if you're going to pull your wicket alert out here, but after that shot, I don't know if you're going to want to pull it out, because that's a beautiful stroke. A little bit wide on that occasion, but nothing anyone can do with when the power of Adi Gupta is on display.
Yeah, this one cut next to the bowler, but Bhaskar, no chance of getting around. Oh, a little bit of fumble from Aniket Walembe down at long off.
Aniket Walembe, how important has he been for the Assassins this year, as well as the Wolfpack PL captain for that team? And I think for the Assassins, he's done a great job with the bat, and he's had some good spells with the ball.
Yeah, definitely agree. He's been phenomenal this season for whatever team he plays for you.
That one, just a quick single through to Vijay Dasari at short covers. The 11 Warriors, they do get the run rate just above 9 now. This over has been a good one. He's gone for 10 runs so far. Let's see if Bhaskar can close it out with a wicket though. Assassins will still feel successful. So that one just clipped away. Should be an easy 2. Hear the call from JK, nice and loud, and easily get back for 2. The Warriors are 41 for 2 after 6 overs. Still requiring 36. Welcome back to the replace McAllen Construction TCL T10 Blast, and it seems to be Bhushan Ganage, just as I was asking Tanish Dongre.
Yeah, Bhushan Ganage, he's been a star bowler this season for both the Kryptonians T20 side and the Bulls PL side. Looks like he's going to be going with the full run-up today. We saw yesterday going with the short couple steps run-up. Strategy employed by many, many fast bowlers, including Kushal Gautam. But Bhushan Ganage is going to come in here, number 24. 11 Warriors requiring 36 from 4 overs at a required rate of 9. He'll be bowling to Adi Gupta.
Yeah, let's just take a quick look at the field setup as it just changes, as I was saying about it. Yeah, initially did have third man in it, but now you have a deep third, an extra cover type sweeper, a wider long off, straight long on, and a forward square leg. So, where do you think he's going to be targeting? Looks like full and straight, and Aditya Gupta has to go. And Bhushan Ganage brought in the full run-up, and 11 Warriors on the back foot yet again. It was the Maverick last over from this end, and now it's Aditya Gupta who has to depart. The 11 Warriors are 41 for 3 in 6.1.
Bhushan Ganage, you beauty. What a Yorker that was to dismiss Adi Gupta. And could this come at a better time for the Assassins?
And it's Smeet Pundit. He was a star in the commentary box in the Super Over game, and which I hope this game goes to a Super Over. You might be a star in this one. We'll have to see how it goes for Smeet Pundit. And just saying, Bhushan Ganage with that field, you might want to just go to back a length on a 4th stump or a 5th stump, with the offside type of field. But no, straight away, full and straight. Adi Gupta swings through cow corner, the empty cow corner region, but can't connect. And that's a huge wicket for Bhushan Ganage.
Yeah, and that's his strength. Any fans of him watching throughout the season would know he loves to bowl those Yorkers. That's his main strength. That's how he gets most of his wickets. Now, Smeet Pundit also playing for the Bulls PL 11. How will he face off against Bhushan Ganage today?
Stanish, Smeet Pundit. What's his best shot? I was thinking, I see him play the scoop a little bit, so it might be might be ideal for where Bhushan's gonna bowl. That one's an absolute ripper. And he has got the Assassin's egg side pumping as that one just nips away. Smeet Pundit looks to flick it almost and goes right through to the keeper.
Yeah, Bhushan Ganage, what a rip snorter that was, and he knows it with that smile you saw from him down at the keeper's end.
Yeah,
As you were saying about Smeet Pundit's best shots, I think he's very good off his legs. Definitely can clear this Jersey boundary on the mid-wicket side.
Yeah, you were talking about that short run-up tactic employed by certain fast bowlers, and this one, he's gone with the long run-up, and it's working beautifully as that one pitched up, and Smeet Pundit misses the line, and Bhushan Ganage's bowled 3 dot balls. Danish, you have 3.3 overs left to call your wicket alert. I do see that he has to end this over well. If he ends this over well, he puts the Assassins in a position on top of this game.
Bhushan Ganage coming in for his 4th ball here. This one on his pads, Bhushan, big appeal. Big throw from the keeper as well. It's going to be called a wide.
It looks to be a little bit of an argument between Bhushan and Ganage. You know, usually he's more of a soft-spoken character, isn't he, Tanish? But
yeah.
Looks like the teammates are getting into a battle. It's Smeet Pundit. Would have been the perfect ball to scoop. But it was called as a wide, and now it's reversed. Interesting turn of events. Smeet Pundit, he'll be kicking himself that he didn't scoop that one.
Yeah, definitely agree. He's a master of the scoop, I would say. Very good at that shot, and I hope to see him connect a couple, which would bring 11 Warriors closer to the target.
Yeah, if you've ever gone to Thomas Brooks when you see and you see Smeet batting, you'll see him practicing that scoop shot. You know, he always pulls it out every 2-3 balls. Because that was just flicked away for a quick single through the mid-wicket. And he'll bring JK to strike there, 42 for 3, 6.5. So he's got to be the man in the chase. JK, he's got to be the man in that chase. He's got to stick through just like he did in that Samp Army game.
Yeah, definitely agree. You know, JK, he's part of the Raptor setup. He can hit a couple of long ones with the bat. He's known to play those long and responsible innings as well. This one's going to be called a wide from Bhushan Ganage. Kartikeya Jagadish lets the umpire know that this one is a wide.
Looks to be like the game's heating up a little bit, and that's how we like it as fans, don't we? And listening out in the T10, as we see near the sheds, the trophies are getting set up. All the players on the field will have their eyes on that prize. $3,000 for the winners. Bhushan Ganage here runs in. It's pitched up, and it's a beautiful shot over, long off, and it'll clear the ropes. He was on the 45. 11 Warriors. They move to 49 for 3 after 7 overs. Absolutely huge hit. And it's 28 now needed for the next 3 overs. Eleven Warriors is going down to the wire. Nobody would have thought 76 runs as a defender would have gone down to the wire. But some brilliant bowling from Bhushan, and combined with some bowling from Sayanup and a great first over from Shaurya Gar has brought this game relatively close. And we'll have to see how Shubham Singh is going to follow his second over up with.
Yeah, it looks like Smeet Pundit on strike. And he'll be ecstatic seeing that left arm over coming in. You know, he loves that scoop shot. He fancies that scoop shot, in fact. And I'd love to see him get a couple bounders, maybe even a 6.
Yeah, you know, if he really uses the wrist, he could clear the boundaries with the scoop shot. But so I'm trying to play a lofted flick. There's a man there. Cameras are in danger for sure if he goes for that one. But as we're literally pinned on that camera right now, and they need 28 from 3. Over is 9.33. Shivam Singar. You won't be looking to straight onto his pads, because if it's straight on his pads, Smeet will pull out those 2 shots that we've been speaking about. Just got to stick on that outside off the line, like Khan Sakarwala did in the penultimate over in the chase. Samp Army vs 11 Warriors. But Shivam Singh here, running in.
Oh, beautiful stroke, Smeet Pandit. It'll beat 2. Bhushan Gunage in the deep, can't keep him out of the game.
Bhushan Gunage in the sweeper. You know, just because we said his scoop shot is good does not mean his other shots are lacking. And that's a beautiful stroke through the coverage gap, and you'll get 2. Smeet Pandit might just be the young legs that they need at the crease right now.
Yeah, Kartikeya Jagadish used to running with quick runners, and Smeet Pandit definitely in that category.
Yeah, it's a beautiful stroke. Shari Gari kept that outside off line like we were talking about. But maybe he's just going to have to go a little bit wider, right, Danish?
Oh, this one straight up, Smeet Pandit. Oh, lands in no man's land.
And just look at the risk that the Assassins are taking. They have their fine legs so wide. You know, any piece of bat from the scoop with Smeet, that will rush away to the boundary. So, but that one's banged in and just kind of gets a little bit of top edge, and it'll run through for the single.
Yeah, no fine leg in place for Smeet Pandit. Clearly they haven't been to Thomas Brooks and Washington practice. Smeet Pandit very strong on that scoop.
Sharigar here running into bowl. And that's a wide. Bhushan Gunage in play. It'll just be a 1 bounce, and Smeet Pandit was excited to come back for 2, and he'll get exactly 2. He might come back for 3. The young college legs of Smeet Pandit. And how big of a triple was that? Shubham Singar, he will not be happy with that, but Smeet Pandit will, because he'll be on strike. If he's listening to the commentary, he'll know the fine leg is wider, and he will shuffle across. Go for that scoop shot.
Yeah, the Assassins would have thought that they finally stopped a 2 from the quick pair, Smeet Pandit and Kartikeya Jagadish, but direct hit, usually thought to be a good thing, has resulted in a triple.
You know, Tanisha, we're talking a lot about the young legs, but right now on the mics, I'm hearing the young voices of Abhiram Yerva cheering for his team. Out there in the dugout, you know, we saw how much he cheered yesterday. Looks to be a similar approach today, but it'll be Smeet Pandit who will be the star in the chase if they win this game. And that's a beautiful shot. As we said, we didn't say his other shots are lacking, and that's a beautiful stroke, wide of point for a double. And it's a short run though from Smeet Pandit. A little bit unlucky. Smeet does not look happy about that one, but JK says some encouraging words to him.
Yeah, Smeet Pandit, a star of the chase if there ever was one. You know, consecutive 50s to put hit and run into the playoffs, and it's been truly sensational watching him bat.
Yeah, one of the unlucky teams that had to face that 50 was Kryptonians, wasn't it, Danish Dongre?
Yeah, definitely. We had to watch him from the field as he destroyed our bowling attack, in fact, resulting in a loss.
Looking at the scorecard, it seemed like you got the best of him, though. That one's a quick single through to mid-wicket.
To be honest, I don't think anyone can say they've got the best of Smeet Pandit yet.
Yeah, it's just that 360 kind of degrees that he plays. It's tough to keep him locked, but you know, he played a beautiful innings opening in the first game, but they did replace him with Sarsh and there's no looking back since. But Smeet Pandit's played a great role here in the lower order today and in the Samp Army chase. Shaurya Singar. JK, he's going to have to play no risk here as oh, that's a beautiful shot. It's just so simple. Just runs it down through the third man. Smeet Pandit won't have the strike. It's a little bit disappointing because he was the one looking to take the attack, but Warriors are 58 for 3 after 8 overs, requiring 19 runs in the next 2 overs. Welcome back to the Reed Place and McAllen Construction TCL T10 Blast. 58 for 3 in 8 overs in the low-scoring thriller. 19 from the next 2 overs. JK batting with the 360 master, Smeet Pundit. Bhushan Ganage running in here as outside off. It's the line that I was thinking he was going to go from the start. But after the Yorker, that's always kind of seen from him. He's bowled beautifully so far.
Yeah, definitely agree that, there's everything becomes challenging as a batsman when you see the pace on the ball. Bhushan Ganage definitely has that. And you see him bowling the penultimate over, finishing off a spell. The question remains, who is going to bowl that last over?
Yeah, you're talking about the pace of Bhushan Ganage. It could hurt him, though, if one of these two decides to pull out the sweep. It's hit out to Aniket Walimbe. It's a misfield. That's misfielded there at mid-wicket. That could be a game-changing one. He's just kind of one bounced. Looks like it kind of maybe hit something and spun away, but looks like JK, he's aiming straight for the trophies, isn't he?
Yeah. We've been talking about Smeet Pundit so much. JK back in the spotlight with a brilliant pull shot. A little bit of a misfield down there, but it's incredibly tough. Didn't know whether to go for the catch or go for the one bounce collection. Resulted in a boundary nonetheless.
Yeah, JK, he's following up his beautiful bowling performance, and it could be back-to-back stars in the chase from him. We might see Smeet Pundit's first star in the chase today. But yeah, you're talking about Bhushan's pace. How do you think that's gonna, he's gonna affect bowling to Smeet Pundit?
If Smeet Pundit can use the pace, either in a late cut or a very good scoop shot, it'll be damaging to Bhushan Ganage's pace, and it'll be very helpful for the 11 Warriors, who require 14 from 9 balls now. This game is becoming ever so close, and exactly what we want from a final.
I'm hoping right now we only get 13 runs to see, as it's the late cut that we were talking about. Might have been a little bit more successful. The scoop shot there, we do see the fine leg is pretty wide, but Smeet, he's played beautifully. I think he's picked the gaps on the offside absolutely sensationally. He's played some nice shots backwards of point, in front of point. And, on the scorecard, it might say 6 off 9, but, if you're just here watching him bat, you've seen how well of a company he's shown to Karthikeya Jagadish.
Yeah, definitely. He's ran really well with Karthikeya Jagadish.
Now it's popped up. He looks to be overrunning it. And it's beautifully taken in the night sky. Smeet Pundit has to go, and Bhushan Ganage back-to-back beautiful overs where he bags a wicket, goes with the fuller ball. Smeet Pundit went straight for the trophies with the lofted flick shot. Just takes it outer half of the bat, and he'll edge straight to long on. How good of a catch was that, Danish?
Yeah, that was an incredible catch. That's a skyer, as many would say. Brilliantly judged and brilliantly taken. It takes a brave soul to take a catch in this cold weather. And the long on fielder has done it beautifully. Ice cold veins from both the fielder and Bhushan Ganage.
Yeah, the veins might be ice cold and the weather, but the hands of Bhushan Ganage are on fire. He's bowling beautifully right now, and it's Shravan Sulakari coming to bat. We've seen some big hits into the parking lot from him. I think we're going to see another one here, Tanish?
Yeah, I think that's definitely what the 11 Warriors would hope for. That's definitely what we're hoping for. If the game can get closer, the game can get to a super over. I think that's what everyone's hoping for right now.
So, Danish, how important do you think this last ball is? It's 14 off 7. If he gets hit for a boundary here, not just does he bring the momentum with the 11 Warriors, he reduces it just to 10 runs in the last over. So, I think this ball is very important in the context of the game, in this low-scoring thriller. And it's Shravan Sulakari to bat. Fine leg still is wide, so scoop is an option, but see where he goes here. Bhushan Ganage pitched up Yorker, and what a take by Naresh Ramareddy, the captain himself. It's beautiful from him. The veins are cold from Naresh Ramareddy. Hands are probably on fire for Sayanoop though after that catch. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, we were just talking about the importance of that ball. 10 off 1 over sounds way better than 14 off 1 over, which is now what the 11 Warriors require to win this final.
I have to ask, who's your prediction for this game? Who is your replace prediction of the game.
It's got to be Assassins for me right now. 14 needed off 1 over. That's a tough task for the 11 Warriors.
And it looks to be Saikiran Nadella bowling a lot of pressure. He can hit those Yorkers though, and yeah, he bowls at a good pace. So I was going to back 11 Warriors with this win with JK being on strike, but I see Saikiran Nadella coming into bowl. I have to sway over to the Assassins. If JK is not able to keep the strike, it could change the course of the game, but don't think Shravan is any slouch either. He's a beautiful batsman. Shravan Sulakari can hit a very, very long ball. You know, if he gets a hold of it, we're going to need some replacement balls from the third umpire, because that's one's going to be going right into the forest.
Yeah, definitely agree. Saikiran Nadella, new bowler. You know, some might argue he should have been brought in earlier, but this is where he excels, at the death. And he'll be bowling to Kartikeya Jagadish, 27 off 15. Another instrumental knock in the chase.
Dinesh, if you're batting right now and the fine leg is that wide, what's your option?
Scoop. No hesitation on that.
Yeah,
I'm going with the scoop.
Saw that. You know, you almost answered before I even asked the question. It seemed like you knew what I was going to ask. Saikiran Nadella is coming in, 14 off 6 balls. Everyone's on the edge of their seats. It's the scoop! He's gone for the scoop and he's missed the scoop shot. It's a wide ball.
If only Sweet Pundit was on strike for that scoop. Could things have gone differently? 11 Warriors will take the wide, but I think they would have taken the boundary. Huge risk having fine leg up.
Yeah, you see JK, he just smacks his pad. Might be saying, you know, should have hit that scoop. And it's what we've been saying all innings long, and it almost comes off. And look at the trophies, $3,000 for those of you who are not here, for the winners. And it's all in the line here. You got 5 cameras, 1 ball, 2 batsmen, and he's bowled him! Saikiran Nadella! He goes for the scoop. He pulls out of it, goes for the flick. And it's a Yorker, and look at the stump bent back. Assassins, out of nowhere, they've come and they've stolen this game from the Warriors.
And the roar of the crowd, the roar of the Assassins will tell you how much this means to them. What a piece of bowling, Saikiran Nadella, coming out of nowhere, hasn't bowled a single over, being given the responsibility by his teammate Naresh to be given the last over, and he's come in clutch with the wicket.
Weather is cold, veins are cold, stumps are absolutely on fire right now, as the wickets are just tumbling for the 11 Warriors. And it's Aaron Buddha coming into bat. He can hit a long ball. It's 2 long hitters, Shravan Sulakari and Aaron Buddha. Sadly for me and Dinesh Dongre, I don't think we'll see a single scoop. They're going to be looking to hit straight down the ground. And just look, you know, you have to think, if he had went through with that scoop, Dinesh, what was your prediction? 6 or 4? I won't give you any other thing. I won't give you anything else.
It's got to be 6, you know, especially off the full toss and the power and the wrists of Kartikeya Jagadish.
No, the second ball where he got bowled, not the full toss. Full toss, we know that was going for 6 if you got the scoop on it, but what a well-executed Yorker from Saikiran Nadella. I just talked about it. He does hit those Yorkers, and it's ice in the veins from him. $3,000 on the line here. Aaron Buddha, Shravan Sulakari, Saikiran Nadella, fine leg wide.
Just a single there from Aaron Buddha, getting the big man Shravan Sulakari on strike. I'd say he's the set batsman now, but both are new.
Are you sure he's a set batsman? Just looking at the scorecard, it looks like Aaron Buddha's 1 off 1. Shravan Sulakari is 0 off 1. So you have to think Aaron Buddha, he's a set batsman in here. But Shravan Sulakari, he knows how to play at Church Street. He knows how to hit the ball into the forest and the parking lot. And he's looking to do exactly that, but I don't know if he's going to get better at the pace of Saikiran Nadella and the Yorkers that he's banging in right now. 12 from 4 balls, required run rate of 18. Saikiran, nice calm run up, and he hits a length, and Shravan Sulakari looks to absolutely demolish him into the highway there, but he just nips away at the last second and misses the bat.
One can only imagine how far that ball could have gone if he had got some connection to it. Look at the muscles on Shravan Sulakari. I wouldn't say it was slot from Saikiran Nadella, but Shravan definitely thought it was there.
You have to think maybe Abhiram Yervo might be the option to bat here. You know, he is good at the scoop shot. I've seen him play it in multiple matches in tight situations down there in Houston Youth Premier League. But it'll be up to Shravan Silikari. It's 12 from 3. Assassins, a low-scoring thriller. They've pulled this game from nowhere. Started with the wicket of Ryan Wiggins, then the Maverick himself. Then it was Aditya Gupta with a Yorker, Smeet Pandit, it's another Yorker here, and then it was Karthikeya Jagadish. And they're coming back for 2, Aaron Buddha. Beautiful running with the dive. And the jacket and the pants slide across the turf, and what an effort from Aaron Buddha there, putting his body on the line for the team, and it's 10 from 2 now. Saikir Nadella can bowl a ball with less than 4 runs here. Assassins are over the line.
Yeah, brilliant diving effort there from Aaron Buddha. The big dive from the big man coming out. And it's 10 from 2. This is the ball that decides it. Saikir Nadella really soak up the pressure. What is going through his mind right now?
Yeah, what an over from Saikir Nadella. He's bowled absolutely brilliantly. I told you before this over, you know, I have played with him. He does hit those Yorkers, and he's executed with all $3,000 on the line. He's executed it beautifully. And another execution of a Yorker. And the Assassins, they roar, as all they need to do now is bowl a legal delivery. A wave of shock falls over the 11 Warriors dugout. Shravan Silikari looked to hit another one into the highway. Incoming traffic. But he missed out, and Aaron Buddha, this will just be a ball just to finish the game. It won't be a ball to see. That'll affect if they'll win or not. As long as Saikir Nadella keeps his foot behind the line and bowls the ball inside the wide line parameters, Assassins will lift the cup and $3,000.
Yeah, very deserving of the Assassins. Looks like they're going to go home with the $3,000 and the cup, as he said. And they've played a very fantastic game of cricket so far. It's going to be a wicket for Saikir Nadella.
It's a Singh Baylor. The stumps are on fire. Saikir Nadella is on fire. Assassins 11 is on fire. And they take the stumps. Shubham Singh, what a spell from him. Got the big wicket of Ryan Wiggins. He's going to pick the stumps. Saikir Nadella, how has he held his nerve under all the pressure? Might have been the option to go for the scoop. Would have been, Smeet Pandit was there to bat, but Assassins will win by 8 runs in a low-scoring thriller. Nobody would have expected this one. And there's a fireworks pop here at Church Street Park, and what an exhibition that's been displayed by the Triangle Cricket League.
Well done, Assassins, well done. Truly deserving of this victory. And the fireworks go off to celebrate Diwali and their victory. Beautiful work done by Saikir Nadella to clinch this victory for the Assassins. Truly coming out of nowhere to defeat the 11 Warriors.
The Assassins, they win by 8 runs. Thank you, McAllen Construction and Replace. This is Anirudh Bolastadi for the last time in TCL Blast 2022. Signing off.
Perfect.